1-800-401-TRUTH, 1-800-41, and the word truth. Let's go to Paul in Yucaipa. Paul, you're on with Dr. Bob.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
You're feeling good.
Yes, great.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a wonderful day. They're in the United States Senate. Senator Allard, A-L-L-A-R-D, Allard from Colorado, has introduced a bill to strip the federal courts of jurisdiction dealing with the Ten Commandments.
Well, you mean he actually believes in the separation of powers as stipulated in the Constitution?
That's right. Not
that
only does
Congress...
this bill deal with the Ten Commandments, it deals with the word God in the Pledge of Allegiance, and it deals with the motto, "In God We Trust," on our money, which the liberals will be going after if they manage to do away with God in the pledge.
Well, of course, secularization is the attempt to strip away from our nation any reference to or naming of God except in cursing. That they will allow.
Right. That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. At any rate, this is a day to rejoice over for Christians.
Well, wait a second. We got to get the bill passed. Do you know the bill number?
It's S-1558, and you can go on to the Internet on the American Family Association.
Okay, American Family Association.
Right. And you will see it on their main website dealing with current legislative activities.
So it's S for Senate. Did you say 1554 or 1558?
1558.
Okay, don't be so fast. You got to let me write things down.
There you go.
1558. The guy was 58 years old, and he had a son who was 15.
Right.
So it's 1558, S for Senate.
Right.
That's the bill. We've got to call our congressman.
Yes.
Please vote in favor of Senate Bill 1558 to give freedom to the American people.
Yeah. Now, this is just simply wonderful because finally there is a large organization. The American Family Association has got about 1 million members, and they are finally coming out and understanding that the courts can be disciplined by the Congress, and this is in Section 3, Paragraph 2 of the U.S. Constitution.
I will be dealing tonight, as part of our lecture dealing with history, how that our founding fathers believed in the total depravity of man, and they had checks and balances placed in the government, that one branch would not be above the law and make the law.
Right.
And Congress, our representatives, we the people, pass our own laws. The judges are not supposed to make law.
That's right.
And that's what they're doing. Neither can presidents make law by arbitrary executive decision, which Clinton did.
Yeah.
So I will be dealing with the issue that the only one who can remedy the problem is Congress needs to impeach these judges, and any president who usurps the role of Congress to make laws. And Congress can make law only because they are our representatives. Right. See, we didn't vote these judges in.
That's right. They're unelected.
That's right. So, and same with the executive branch, only the president and, etc. But for the rest of the nerds up there, they get appointed. It's a job. And the government must be we the people. And it all goes back to the Reformation, Paul.
That's right. It is the Protestant Reformation.
That's
Amen.
It. Samuel Rutherford. I knew Kaipa's a little way, but I think you would enjoy the lecture tonight at Hosanna Chapel, 7:30. I'll be dealing with Samuel Rutherford, his famous book, Lex Rex, and how that our founding fathers fully understood that if power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that's what we have with judges now. They think they're gods, and they need to be impeached and thrown out of office. Some of them are guilty of treason, need to go to prison. That's just the truth of it. 1-800-41-TRUTH, 1-800-41, and the word truth. Let's go to John in Rancho Cucamonga. Welcome to Bob Morey Live.
How you doing, Bob?
Hey, how you doing?
Well, I need some help here.
All right.
See, I had a discussion with my dad yesterday. We were discussing evolution versus creation.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an answer for just about everything except he asked me the question about if we all came from Adam and Eve, how come there's blacks, Chinese, Mexicans, whites, and so forth.
Well, that's the simplest thing in the world. You just do what the Bible says. After the flood, Noah had 3 sons, and they took off in 3 directions.
Uh-huh.
And there's only one race, the human race. That's why a white man can give blood to a black man whose liver was donated to an Asian. So you have the Mongoloid, the Negroid, and the Caucasoid. You have phenotypically 3 major divisions, and each of those are divided into 3 more. So you have 9 phenotypically diverse subgroups within the human race, the Homo sapiens, and it simply has to do with body hair, cheekbones, and the eyes and pigmentation, which relates simply to the fact that the people who stayed around the equator needed pigmentation so they didn't die of skin cancer, but somebody living up in Sweden could get away with red hair and pasty white skin because they never saw the sun. So in terms of evolution, evolution is a bust. Evolution would say that, according to a professor at Columbia University, that the Negro evolved from chimpanzees, the Asians evolved from orangutans, and the white people evolved from lemurs. And even at Harvard, B.F. Skinner said, beyond freedom and dignity, there is no such thing as mankind. We have different primates, some hairy, some not. And you ever ask your dad what happened to the tail? Okay. Haven't you seen monkeys with tails? And remind him what Charles Darwin said. We used to have tails, but we sat on them and wore them away. Now, anyone with a junior high education knows that acquired characteristics are not passed on to your descendants. If you cut the tail off of 1,000 rats, the next baby rat born will have what?
A tail.
A tail.
A tail.
Because it's genetic. See, Darwinian evolution was created in a vacuum of science where he knew nothing about Mendel, his experiment with peas, and about genetics. So the idea that evolution, survival of the fittest, the claw and the tooth explain what we have today, not even Jay Gould at Harvard believes it in the least. Anyone who believes in that old-fashioned view of evolution, well, they're worse than stupid. I mean, they're dumb, just plain dumb. Ask him what happened to the tail.
I definitely will.
And go ahead and get a hold of a little track, How Old is the Universe?
Oh, it's great.
You stay on, we'll give it to you. And anyone else want to call in today, anything to help us to keep on the air, just how old is the universe? I'm going to give you some scientific conundrums.
Yeah.
I'll make you think. We're going to pump you up. 1-800-401-TRUTH, 1-800-41, and that little word, truth.